Hi everyone, unfortunately tonight has been a bit of a bust due to, I'm getting lost here, a site I'd sort of picked really at random as a place called Redoubt in North Weald, and I'd seen a couple of visits, I'd seen reports of all sorts of stuff. It's an old site. I think similar sort of age to some of the places I've been to, like Tilbury, Shoebury, and so on. Yeah, well, so I've got to watch my feet because the ground's really uneven. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get in tonight and have a really good session. Unfortunately, I'm going to switch the camera around. I didn't expect to encounter what's here, and the other sites that I had in mind were miles away from here. Maybe I should have gone to them, but you don't know until you find these. As I said, when I looked online at these places, I was under the impression that you just get in. Unfortunately you can't, so I'm going to switch my camera around. I'm going to do that. You can see from my head torch. Hang on. I'm going to stick with this camera mode at the moment because I'm a bit disappointed that my first live isn't. So basically what that means is if I can get to another site early enough tonight. Now I'm quite near Epping Forest, but the problem with Epping Forest is my signal is absolutely rubbish in there, as we found out when we done the Terry Goodham and Maxine Arnold murders. IT is Ricky's because he's on a different network, he's on EE. So I'll give you 3 guesses what I'll be looking at from next month when this contract ends. If I can go live from there, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to do a normal recording from there. Now I'm actually on my own as well tonight, so I mean, it's not legal anyway, but getting into a site like this would be a very stupid thing to do because if something happens to me, I'm on my own. So trying to get help, if that's the case. Epping. I'm at North Weald. It's a place called Redoubt, which when I looked up online gave no indication that it was locked up. It is fenced off. Some of the fencing looks new, so they might have had issues in here. I think what I'll have to do, because I would actually really like to come and check this place out because there's reports of footsteps of officers shouting and that sort of thing. This place goes back, it's roughly as old as the Shoebury Garrison. If you go back to so yeah, I was really looking forward to getting in here, but unfortunately we are stuck, so I've now got to walk on my way back to my car, which is about half a mile away. Still such is life. Yeah, I'm going to be careful on you. I know bro. I've done 1 or 2 on my own, which it's you need a bit of I will say you need a bit of balls to do something on your own in relation to this, because as I say, literally I'm out in the sticks. It's quiet as fuck, which I normally quite like. But yeah, I've advised in the past not to do things on your own if you can at all help it. Reason being, as I just said, if you're on your own and something happens, you are stuffed because it's not like you're on a main road or anything. I've got to remember how to get out of here. I'm going to follow the fence line. I don't even know if you can see the fence line. I should try. You might just be able to see that with my head torch. There we go. Well, saying that, there's a helicopter coming right over it. He's coming out this way. probably have reports of some nutter walking around North Weald. Yeah, so there it is. So there's a couple of things you need to remember when if you come and do these things on your own. One is your own safety as to what kind of site you're going to. You know, is it accessible if you have an accident? As I say, because these sort of sites, like this one, Tilbury's Battery, those sort of places where it's run down, you know, you've got no one to watch your back, or no one to. Tilbury East, I cracked my knee a good one. It was lucky my friends were with me. And secondly, when you do a paranormal investigation, it's always a good idea to have someone with you in case anything happens to you in an emotional sense or mood sense, which I can give you an example of the Cash's Well. Now, people have experienced a change in moods over there, emotions. I felt it. Tends to affect females more, from what I've seen. Yeah, that's the other reason. In that, if something goes on with yourself, then you need someone there who can watch and see if you've had any kind of changes. You know, they'll be able to spot whether your mood changes and stuff like that. So, yeah, you probably can't. I mean, those lights you can see. Well, I've got to walk to. That's really bloody annoying. Because the other sites I wanted to look at were in North Essex, up Colchester way. And by the time I get there now, cheers, Jay. Yeah, hi mate. That's why I'm walking back. I mean, there was a couple of little gaps in the fence, but it's private property. It says quite clearly, if anything happens on my own, I'm stuffed. So I'm going to err on the side of caution. But annoyingly, there was a couple of sites up in Colchester that I really fancied. But this one was nearer, and there was actually no indication it was fenced off like that. So, yeah, I'm going to, what I'm going to do, because I'm not actually far from Epping Forest, believe it or not. I'm going to take a little spin down there. If I've got signal, although to be honest I really doubt it, but if I've got signal at Loughton Camp, which is where I'm going, that's the alleged site where Boudica was, and also reported Dick Turpin, I think, from Britain's Most Haunted, I think, that stupid show Yvette Fielding. I'll go and check that out. If not, it'd just be a standard recording. So I'm going to try and work into doing a live episode. I'll announce more on Monday when I get a clearer idea. I'll announce more on the Monday night vlog when I get a better idea. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm on my own tonight. Unfortunately, Tina and Jay, Tina wasn't well, and plus it's Tracy's birthday this weekend, so they're doing family things. So I was trying to look at something which I thought would be relatively easy to do on my own, and that's proved to be anything but. You're not on your. Cheers, Jay. that's brilliant. Yeah, I know I've got you guys watching as well, so I'm not on my own. I'm not actually on my own, which is always good. Yeah, that's bloody annoying. I have to find out who owns the site and whether they're prepared to let us in. I mean, my CSCS card ran out a few years ago, but I dare say I forgot what I needed for that. I might have to get hard hat and boots and goggles and stuff. Hey ho. But yeah, you can see just the links I'll go to get this footage. Look, I'm still walking up, and I only just see the little bridge I had to cross over to come up this path. It's right down at the bottom there. Epping, you're getting a lot going on there, mate. Hey Tracy, yeah, I've had a bus tonight, unfortunately. I was going to head up Colchester way and look at a couple of things up there. Then I come across this one at North Weald. It's called Redoubt Fault, and a few people already explored it, so I assumed I'll be able to get in there and do a bit, but unfortunately that's not the case. So yeah, yeah. I agree. Hopefully, we picked up odds and sods so far in there, Mr. Solo. So I'm hoping I'm going to head down there now. As I say, if I've got the signal to go live, I will do. If not, I'll just have to do a normal record, and it'll be up with the rest of the epping stuff. What I've also found is Kurt looking into unsolved murders. Now that was the other thing. I was kind of hoping to do an unsolved murder, but a lot of the unsolved murders I found are in Epping Forest. And as I've already said, with the the Maxine Goodham and Terry Arnold murders, is my signal was absolute rubbish, and I had to run from Ricky's because he's on EE, and he had a better signal than I did. So that would be another issue. But I'll probably have a look at them in due course. Definitely be watching. Cheers, bro. Yeah. God, oh well. At least I worked off that bit of pizza I had earlier. Ah, dear. Oh, at least it's peaceful and it ain't raining. It's supposed to have rain today. That'd have just done my head in even more. Go on, Bennett. I think I'm just about to see the bridge now. But, yeah. Maybe I should have gone over to the one in Raynham Marshes. No, it'll be for another day when the team's back, I think. Yeah, something else come up. Well, it's two things actually. There was a murder down there, which I'm going to look into. But I think I might need someone who's a bit more tuned into spiritual guides than, well, a lot more tuned into spiritual guides than I am at the moment. It'll be able to help try and find that one. And there was another site similar to, I believe, what Paranormal Essex looked into on their stream last night. That was quite a good one actually, over at Romford. Well, we had rain in South Wales, man, but all good now. Well, if you live in South Wales, you've got to expect rain. It's part and parcel living in Wales, I thought. Yeah, it's nice enjoying the southeast at the moment. That could possibly change tomorrow. Right, there we go. There's the steps. Right. Yeah, there we go. Back to civilization. There's the old motor. My wondrous Saab. Oh dear, right. Oh. Right, let's just switch this off for a minute. No, that's gone red. Let's switch. Right, yeah, so I've just got back with the motor. Yeah, I'm going to head down to the forest and see if I can pick up anything where I left off down there. So, yeah, a week kilos, but the sun is out on the mountain. Well, you can't argue with that. Yeah, mountains have got to be a better view than the blooming Dartford Bridge, that's all I can say. Oh, being cack. Right, so, yeah. So, right. Go live again, obviously you'll see it coming up.